I just watched this super in-depth video on the JBL Flip 6, and I'm pretty much sold. Hey everyone. So I've been on the hunt for a new portable Bluetooth speaker for ages. My old one is tinny, the battery lasts about 40 minutes, and I'm pretty sure a light mist would kill it. I've had my eye on the JBL Flip 6, but you know how it is. All the marketing says powerful sound and deep bass, but what does that actually mean? I stumbled across this one video review. I think the channel was Audiophile Glow or something similar. That was about 15 minutes long, and man, they went all in. I had to share my thoughts because the video was just that good at answering every single question I had. First off, the reviewer didn't just hold the speaker. They did a full-on unboxing and then spent time on the design. The new logo is way bigger and bolder than the old small red one, which I wasn't sure about from photos, but seeing it in the video, it actually looks pretty cool. The creator did some really nice close-ups of the fabric mesh and the rubberized ends. They also had the old Flip 5 right there for a side-by-side, which was super helpful. They're almost the same size, so that portable part is no joke. The reviewer just tossed it in the side pocket of a backpack, and it was perfect. But let's get to the main event, the sound. This is what I was here for, and this is where the video shined. The reviewer did a fantastic job explaining why the sound is supposedly better. Apparently, and they showed a graphic for this, the Flip 6 isn't just one speaker driver anymore. It has a separate tweeter for the high sounds, like vocals, cymbals, and a separate racetrack-shaped woofer for the mids and bass. The Flip 5 just had one single driver. And then, the sound test. This is always tricky in a video, but they must have been using a good mic because you could absolutely tell the difference. They played a few different songs, EDM and hip-hop for that deep bass. They played some track with a heavy bass line, and the two passive radiators on the ends were visibly thumping. The reviewer even put a little piece of paper on one, and it was just vibrating like crazy. The bass sounded really rich and full for a speaker that size, not just a muddy thwope. It didn't seem to distort or rattle even when they cranked the volume. Acoustic vocal track. This is where the new tweeter really showed off. They played an acoustic song, I think it was a live recording, and the vocals were so crisp and clear. This was the biggest difference from the Flip 5 comparison. On the Flip 5, the vocals were kind of buried by the rest of the music. On the Flip 6, they just floated right on top, super clear. That's the powerful sound they're talking about. It's not just loud, it's clear. My biggest takeaway from the video sound test was that the Flip 6 sounds like a much more grown-up and balanced speaker. Then they moved on to the IPX7 waterproof claim. This was the fun part. The prompt I saw just said IPX7, but the reviewer pointed out it's actually IP67. That second number, the 7, is for waterproofing, but that first number, the 6, means it's also dustproof. This was a huge revelation for me. The reviewer was like, this means you can take it to the beach and not worry about sand gumming up the works. And yeah, they did the dunk test. They had a small aquarium and they just dropped it. It was fully submerged, still playing music, which sounded all bubbly and weird, obviously, and they left it there for a good 30 seconds, pulled it out, gave it a shake, and it was perfectly fine. Seeing that in a video gives you so much more peace of mind than just reading IPX7 on a box. That alone pretty much sold me for using it by the pool or even just in the shower. Here's the other thing that I didn't even know about, is the app. The video creator pulled up the JBL portable app on his phone, and the Flip 6 finally has a graphic equalizer. It was simple, just sliders for bass, mids, and treble, but that's a game changer. The reviewer showed how he could turn the bass down and the mids up for listening to a podcast, and then scoop the mids for a more fun music sound. The Flip 5 didn't have this. This is a massive feature that I feel like JBL isn't advertising enough. The video wrapped up by confirming the 12-hour battery, which is standard but good, and the Party Boost feature. Honestly, this was one of the best review videos I've seen. It wasn't just a guy reading a spec sheet. He showed the difference in sound, as best you can, he proved the waterproof dustproof rating, and he revealed the EQ feature in the app. My only tiny critique of the video, not the speaker, is that I wish he had tested to see if it has a built-in microphone for speakerphone calls. He didn't mention it, and I'm guessing it doesn't. My old one didn't either, but it would have been good to confirm. But yeah, after watching that, I'm struggling to find a reason not to get it. It seems like they fixed the main sound complaints from the Flip 5, made it even more durable, and added real useful app features. My wallet is in serious danger. If you're on the fence, find a video review that actually does a sound comparison and a dunk test. It makes all the difference.